right, Jason. Here we are. I'm glad someone is. It seems like we lost all our viewers all of a sudden. Today was a weird day as far as participation in viewers, but that's okay. I'm here for you. I'd be here if there was only one of you. The arch in your shoes is a little funny. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'd have to look at it. But double check on, look at work boots and look at this line in here, how this is attaching. Just the shape of it, it just seems like this is really wide, but this gets anemic. Maybe your soles are very thin. Double check the shape of your sole and your boot, because it feels like your boot's wide back here, but it gets really strange here. See what I mean? It feels like it sort of has elephantitis there, where I feel like the boot shape should probably be this feels a little flat from there. And this boot feels a little better. Oops, no smoothing. Sorry, I thought I was doing symmetry. So I think that this is a little pied. I think that you really want, this wants to be there, and that changes to where that's there. But do you see how this is really like this, and it's kind of pinching, and then this feels like a bubble here, where this feels, I just stretched that out a little, and this feels like it's going around the foot or around the arch, and then the heel is coming in, and then the toe is coming in. This feels a little more natural. This got thin right in here, right? Like in here, it's a little strange. So I think you want this where your arch is spread just a little bit more, and that's coming in a little bit more. Look at your boot. I mean, the model's nice. It's just got a weird dent here. So look at filling out your arch so it feels like it's in line with the boot. The pants look great. I like your seam. There would be, you would get, you know, like the pant, you probably get some, sorry, my brush, Jesus, my brushes are just like set to like 500 today. Everything's like huge. And then you get stretch from cheek to cheek there. If that makes any sense. Sorry, this is blowing out some, but I think that might make some sense. This crease would be coming off the tallest part here. It seems like it's tilting in like this. You got to figure that it's you know, your backs and then your scapula's there. It's going to be coming off of the highest place on the body, so just make sure that this wrinkle is because the back does this, and then it goes into the lower back, so the wrinkle of the clothes does that. And this is just a little bit strange. I don't see what part of the body that's draping off of. So just make sure that this is actually finding a part of the body that it's draping off of, if that makes sense, right? Like this is the high point, like your scapula, so that's probably rolling over the shoulder, hitting like that. I can't think of what that muscle's called on top of the scapula. That little egg roll. You got the 3 little egg rolls right there.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
My phone is now. So just make sure when you have wrinkles like this that are big, like the airspace wrinkles, they start someplace and then they drop. Start someplace and then they drop, right? So these are all coming from a place of contact on the body. So don't let it get just big and gappy for no reason. You're probably, especially with it this wrinkly, you're going to have a harder wrinkle in the armpit there, more like this in the front. Again, just make sure that it's tying to the body correctly, right? So this feels like a little soft and stiff. I mean, your wrinkles are really nice and they're good. You're getting, it's like you're focusing on the fabric and you're forgetting that it really needs to be coming off of a body, right? And I mean, once again, my brushes are melodramatic, sorry. I like the little motion there, that's nice. Your undershirt's pretty good. The mask is good. So if it's holding it on, make sure that there's tension in these straps, because right now it feels floppy, right? This strap is going to be tight. It's going to be against the head, because that's what's keeping it on, right? So that strap's not going to have airspace in it. And then this strap might have airspace from the point of contact, but that's still going to be tight. So don't let your straps get floppy. Tension's really important. And again here, just make sure that these are against the head. I mean, look at how far that's sticking off the head on that side. You know, this has got to be I just want to make sure that you feel the tension. I made a mess there, sorry. Too many different parts for me to move with move. But just make sure that it's that it's tight. Those have been ratcheted down. I'd say the buckles are a little big in scale. If you look at a belt, that's probably gonna, I mean, that's probably like a buckle like that big. So bring your buckles down, your hole size down. The mask is good. The thickness is good. You're touching on the chin, which is fine, but you're not touching up here, right? This is just floating. So again, make sure that the mask is touching somewhere, right? Because the mask probably has room here, so you have room to breathe. And it's touching on the chin and then on the here, and that's probably holding it for the most part. And then it's probably, my guess, it would be touching the temple instead of, so you can get airspace up there, but it's got to touch somewhere there. So touching on the temple, bottom jaw, and the chin, and that gives you your 3 contact points. And then this probably sits farther out, so it's not sitting directly on the mouth. Now this probably is touching, right, or damn close to touching. So just the shape of the mask is good. I'm sorry, I just mangled it and gave him a clown nose. But think about how it's touching the face. Make sure it is touching the face. Your collar is going to be riding on the back neck. There's usually not collar space there because your coat is your shirt's moving forward. Your collar usually is resting back here, so don't let unless it's a coat, and this isn't a coat. I think this is just like a work shirt, right? Like a Dickies or something like that. If it's starched, but this seems pretty loose, so it doesn't seem starched. Just make sure that neckline is riding along the back of the neck, and then it's separate here at the side where the thing starts opening. But your shirt is going to fit, against that back. Yeah, exactly. It's a little stiff, so you feasibly might have a little distance right here in the peak, if that collar's starched. But it doesn't feel like a starched. It does not feel like a starched shirt with this fluid, with that fluid of wrinkles. So work on your boot shape. Make sure, see how I broadened the arch there so it feels like it's going over a foot. Here it looks like it's squeezing in and you have an inflated heel. So reevaluate your boot shape. Your pant wrinkles are good. Again, I would probably make these a little more dramatically deep because that's actually a wrinkle that's folding over there. This is a place where twist can work. Right, see how it feels like it's actually pinching and folding. Don't forget your butt wrinkles. Make sure your shirt is touching the body and the wrinkle. See, because these wrinkles feel like they're initiating off the body, right? The thigh's tight, right? It's tight here, and so where the fabric's loose, tight, loose, and then it tightens again. Like there's tension in these wrinkles. This is tight. It's coming up tight, right? So just think about doing the same thing with the shirt here. Make sure the mask is fitting and the straps are tight. Yeah, I think that's definitely, it's nice. I like it. Did any of that make sense? Sorry, I'm a mess. Oh, goodness. It's real hard when the chat isn't sharing between the two because no one knows what the other people... I'm just talking to airspace and no one sees the comments. It's okay. I think Twitch gave up commenting. Okay. So we're pushing 8:30 and there aren't anything else. Man, my English is even falling apart. And there isn't anything left in the thing. I see you. So if no one has anything else,